let's start with uh, the practice session. So for that, first we need to understand the requirements to carry out this experiment. So today's experiment is drawing chemical structures and reactions using ChemDraw software. So for this, the requirements include the very first one, ChemDraw Professional software. The second tool that we need is Google web page. So this ChemDraw Professional we are going to use to draw chemical structures and reactions. For that purpose, we are going to use this ChemDraw Professional software. And Google web page will be used to get the chemical structures of the drugs for reference. So that by seeing that chemical structure, we can draw the chemical structure in ChemDraw Professional. So these are the requirements for us to carry out today's experiment. ChemDraw Professional software and Google web page. Now let's start with opening of ChemDraw Professional software. So this is the icon ChemDraw, green color CD. This type of logo will be available. So ChemDraw Professional 16.0 version we are going to use for the experiment. So this is how the page, when you open the ChemDraw Professional, so this is the page that will open. So here we need to study this menu bar. So it will be having file, edit, view, object, structure, text, curves, colors, search, window, help, options, drop down menus will be there. So for today's experiment, we won't use much of these menus present in this menu bar. So instead there is a toolbar which is present on the left hand side. So this is called as toolbar. So we will utilize mostly for today using this toolbar only. So in the structure, if you want to make some color differentiation, then you will opt any of these like colors. So here we will use any particular color according to our requirement to show some sort of differentiation between the atoms like that. So let's start with drawing the chemical structure. So you can see on the screen, you will observe a square type of thing that I am moving on the white color background. So this is select button. So if you click and if you drag, a selection portion will come. If you leave it, the portion will get selected. By default, this cursor will be activated. So first let's draw the structure of benzene. So there are two ways of drawing chemical structure of benzene. As such, we can select the benzene ring, or we can select a solid bond and we can go on connecting those bonds. So this is a laborious process, so it will take time. So in order to save time, directly we are going to select the nucleus. So here on the left hand side on the toolbar, you will find benzene nucleus. Click on that benzene nucleus, come to the white screen, click on the white screen, automatically the benzene ring will be pasted. So now if I select this benzene ring, I want to name this. Let's see whether it will give name or not. Click on the structure, drop down menu. At last you will see convert structure to name. Let's see whether name will come or not for this. So it has given benzene as the name of this molecule. So till now you are clear, right? So if you want to draw an aromatic nucleus, say for example benzene, on the left hand side toolbar you will select benzene, click on that benzene ring, so it will be highlighted. Then click on the screen, white screen, you will get your benzene ring. Then if you want to know the name of that chemical structure, you press Ctrl A key, or you can click and drag the portion of the chemical structure that you want to know the chemical name, and go to structure. At last you will be having convert structure to name. So here there is a shortcut also, Control Alt plus Control plus N. If you are pressing on the keyboard, automatically the name will be provided on the screen. Now let's add some substituents on this benzene ring. So let's add a methyl group. So to add methyl group, we need to select this solid bond. There is an icon button. This is called as solid bond. We need to select this. Click on that. It will be highlighted. And wherever you want that substitution to be present on the benzene carbon, either this one or this one or this, simply place the plus cursor on the carbon, on the junction where two bonds are united. So at this position, if you are placing cursor, a blue color square shaped thing will highlight. Then click exactly there. Automatically a bond will be added to that particular carbon. So we got a bond here. Now by default here, if there is no any other atom, we need to assume it as methyl group. See, the name of the compound has been changed by default to toluene. Now if you want to represent CH3 at this end, for that purpose you need to select text icon on the toolbar, come here, highlight the uh, position where you need to include that atoms. So when it got highlighted, click there, a box will come. So when box will be there, a cursor will be highlighted. Simply type from your keyboard CH3. So you will get the structure like this. So this is toluene. Even though you had mentioned CH3, so the name has been stable, means same name is there for this chemical structure toluene. Now let's change this into phenol. This toluene structure into phenol. Now I need a benzene nucleus. On the benzene, one carbon should be having a substitution of hydroxyl group. So now as it is toluene, now I need to change the toluene structure into phenol. For that purpose, simply I will select this text icon. I will click on this methyl group. Then I am going to change this methyl group into OH. Now see, the structure name of the structure is phenol. Automatically the software will generate the name of the structure. Now let's add another substitution on this benzene nucleus. So at ortho position, I am going to substitute a methyl group. So now methyl group, and at ortho position there is hydroxyl group. We will call this compound as orthocresol. Phenol, to it ortho position methyl group is there, it is called as orthocresol. Now I am going to change this into carboxylic acid group. This methyl group is being changed to carboxylic acid, COOH. Now let's see how the name of the compound will change. Yes, it's exactly correct. So numbering will start from this position 1, 2. So at second position there is hydroxy group, and this entire group, carboxylic acid group with benzene nucleus, is called as benzoic acid. So 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. Another name for this compound is salicylic acid. So if you know the chemical structures, small chemical structures, you can draw as it is like this. Now let's draw alkyl compounds, alkanes. Now I wish to draw N-propane with 4 carbons in the chain, which is an open chain. Now let's see the name of the compound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5 carbons are there. So it became pentane. As it is a straight chain, we need to represent according to IUPAC as N small n hyphen pentane. So if I remove one single, for the removal of any bond or atom, we need to select eraser. Here there is an icon called eraser. We need to select it and simply click on the atom where you need to remove that. Simply click it, so that atom will be lost along with its bond. So now the structure is butane. If we remove another carbon, the structure is propane. So like this we can draw the chemical structures, and here you can draw upon your wish also how the chemical structure should be. So now I'm clicking and drawing another bond, straight line. See here, the spatial arrangement is wrong, bond angle is wrong. That's why a red color error mark is showing at this junction. Now from here I will draw another bond like this, another bond like this. So this is also an alkane compound. Now let's see the name. So the name of the compound is neopentane. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. On one single carbon, 4 carbons have been substituted. So the compound name is neopentane. So like this we can draw. Now let's see some of the examples of the drugs, how to draw the chemical structures of the drugs. For that, let's take the help of Google web page. So here, in your practical syllabus, some synthesis and assays of some drugs they had given. From that only I will take a few chemical structures, means drug names. So in that isoniazid is present. Let's see the chemical structure of isoniazid first. So you will get PubMed link initially. So open this PubMed link in a page. So you will get this type of page where isoniazid complete information will be available from its ID until its usage, toxicity, where you can find the manufacturer, the distributor, everything information will be there. Distributor in the sense not in our region, it's international. So here you need to go towards the section where the names and identifier section will be present, section number 2. So in this we need Smiles notation. So this canonical Smiles notation, you select, copy it, then go back to ChemDraw professional page. Here simply paste it. So I had selected here Smiles, right? So it has been copied. Now in order to paste in ChemDraw, either directly I can paste it. After that I can convert Smiles into chemical structure, or in order to save the time, I will go to edit. In that edit, there is an option called copy as. In this copy as, if you are going to select Smiles, you will get the chemical structure directly. So this is the chemical structure of isoniazid. So in textbooks, you may find like this also. The chemical structure may be in this shape also, you will notice. Chemical structure of isoniazid. Now let's move this structure aside and let's get back to the name of the compound. Isonicotinohydrazide. It's a chemical name of isoniazid. Isoniazid is a common name. Isonicotinohydrazide is a simplified chemical name. Now let's start to draw by looking towards the structure of this isoniazid. So remember, anytime if you want to draw a chemical structure, first draw the basic skeleton. Means the aromatic ring you need to draw. After that, draw this substitution. Forget about what are the atoms present. Forget about all those things. Simply you need to draw the basic skeleton. So for that I am going to select benzene, as there is a benzene derivative which is a heterocyclic nucleus called pyridine ring. But first I will select benzene nucleus. I had drawn the benzene nucleus. Then at this position there is a substitution. So I will select the solid bond, click on the carbon, you will get substitution. Again click on this carbon, so you will get the extension. Again you need another extension also, another bond also. So I'm drawing similar to the shape which is present on the left hand side. You can draw up to your wish until unless the configuration will be correct and the chemical structure will be correct. Now at this carbon there is a double bond here. So I can take a single bond, solid bond. I can click here, and by selecting the bond, once again I can click, it converts into double bond. That's one way. Another way, directly select the double bond. If you click on this icon, double bond will be selected, which is also called as a multiple bond. Simply click on this carbon, you will get double bond as such. Now our duty is to incorporate different atoms. These atoms are called as heteroatoms. Other than carbon and hydrogen, remaining all we will call them as mostly heteroatoms. So in order to include heteroatoms, you might have remembered the earlier structure. We need to select the text icon, click on that, and wherever you need incorporation of the atom, click on that carbon. You will get a box. Simply type N. So now this ring has been become pyridine. Now click here on this double bond carbon, type oxygen O. Here type N and H, and here type NH2. So now the structure of isoniazid. We had drawn the structure of isoniazid. So this is the sequence that we need to follow. First we need to draw the basic nucleus. Then we need to change the carbon atoms according to the heteroatom position which is present in the basic nucleus, so that we will get our final compound. Let me get the name of this compound. Isonicotinohydrazide. So whatever the structure we had drawn, that's correct. Now let's color this compound. Now everything looks black on a white background, and in periodic table each and every element is having its own color. So according to that, let's color the compound. So for that, go to menu bar. In that, click the colors menu. So you will find few commonly using colors, most frequently using colors. So but I don't want specifically to select individual atom and give its specific color. Instead I will select entire chemical structure. I will go by the option give color as per the element present in periodic table. So automatically all the elements got their own color. Carbons black as such, oxygen red, nitrogen along with its substitutions it will get blue color. Now if you want to do it manually, so you need to go for this marquee tool, click on this amino group, go to colors, give blue color. So then the nitrogen group will turn into blue. So like this individually you need to perform for each element. So instead we can select entire nucleus, we can go for colors, give color according to the element. That option if we are clicking we will get the name. So this is the structure of isoniazid. Now let's go a bit complicated structure. Chlorpheniramine. For that again, let's go back to PubChem. So here itself I will search. So you will get a search window. So I'm going to type the drug name chlorpheniramine. Click it. You will get some links below this. So this is chlorpheniramine. I'm going to open this compound. Like earlier what we had seen for isoniazid, same way of things will come. For us, we need to go to names and identifiers, second section. In that, let's go to smiles section. Select the smiles, copy it, go back to ChemDraw Professional, click on edit menu, go to copy as and click on go to edit menu, go to paste special, not copy as, paste special. So in that there will be direct instructions. If you want to do manually, you need to go to smiles, then copy smiles, then again you need to go to draw chemical structure based on smiles. Instead of that, we will directly go to paste special, click on smiles, you will get the chemical structure. So this is the chemical structure of chlorpheniramine drug. Let's take this aside. Now let us follow the steps. The first step is we need to draw the basic nucleus. Without involving any heteroatoms, directly we will draw the entire chemical structure. For that, first I will take aromatic benzene nucleus. Then I am going to draw alkyl chains here. Now here again another aromatic nucleus I need to include. For that again select benzene nucleus, click here, you will get that. Now on one of the benzene we need to include another bond. Now we need to change the atoms at their specific locations. For that click on element icon and click on the position where you need to include your atom. So chlorine, and here we need to introduce nitrogen atom, and at this position we need to introduce another nitrogen atom. So now as per the structure that we had downloaded from PubChem, we had drawn the chemical structure of chlorpheniramine. Now let us have the chemical name of this compound. Go to structure, convert structure to name. So this is the chemical name of the compound. So it's very easy. If your education level is being increased, for you there is no need of interpreting the chemical name. Whatever the chemical structure it may be, simple or complex or compound, if you are giving drawing chemical structure in this type of chemical drawing software, simply click on generate name by using chemical structure. It will give chemical name according to IUPAC rules. So 3,4-chlorophenyl, N,N-dimethyl, 3-pyridine, 2-aryl propane, 1-amine. So here this is numbered as 1, carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, because a heteroatom has been substituted directly to this carbon instead of any other substituent. So we need to give importance to the heteroatom only. So nitrogen got substituted on this carbon, so we will give first numbering at this carbon, second and third. So at third position we are having two substituents. So at third position there is a phenyl substitution with chlorine substitution at fourth group. So 4-chlorophenyl. Then next one is N,N-dimethyl 1, N,N-dimethyl. So on the nitrogen there will be two methyl substitutions, and again at third position you are having pyridine 2-aryl. So this is pyridine 1 and second. At second position there is a substitution at the third carbon. So at third carbon, second position of pyridine got substituted, And what is the basic nucleus here? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon chain, so propane. And propane in the form of amine. So we are taking this entire open chain as, until nitrogen we are taking this as basic nucleus. So propane 1 amine. At first position there is amino substitution. So which type of amino substitution? NN dimethyl amino substitution. So this is the chemical name. Now let's select this one also. Let us try to see same name will come or not. Name is same. So this is how we need to cross confirm the chemical structures, names and their accuracy. Now let's see the chemical structure of dapsone. So dapsone is the drug that will be used for the treatment of leprosy, Mycobacterium leprae infection, which is the only drug that has been approved for the treatment of leprosy from so many decades onwards. Till now, no specific drug is there for the treatment of leprosy. Now let's go to the names and identifiers. Select the smiles, go back to ChemDraw Professional, go to edit, paste special, smiles. You will get the chemical structure of dapsone. Now let's try to draw this chemical structure in the similar fashion. So I'm drawing exactly as per the positions of the chemical structure that we had downloaded. See here, red color indicates there is some error in the chemical structure, whether it may be bond angle or it may be valency. It will show this type of error that we need to understand. So now let's introduce the atoms by selecting the text icon. So here NH2, and here we need to include sulfur atom, and here oxygen, and here oxygen, and here at last again nitrogen. See, I kept only nitrogen, again it is showing error. It indicates there is a valency problem. So we need to reselect it, type clearly NH2. Now the chemical structure is similar. Now let's see the chemical name of this compound. 4,4-sulfonyl dianiline. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. At fourth position of these anilines at both sides, there is a sulfonyl group substitution. That's why 4,4-sulfonyl dianiline is the name of dapsone. So now let's color the compound by selecting by elements. So this is how you will get the coloring of the atoms according to the elements present in periodic table. So this is the simplest way for us to draw the chemical structures. There is no much science, there is no much concept for us to understand this. If you practice once or twice or thrice, then you will learn how to draw the chemical structures. As this software is it's not free of cost, it will be costing a lot much of rupees. So I will let you know the other software which will be a freeware. You can download from internet. It's free. So the name of the compound, sorry, the name of the software is freeware to draw chemical structures and reactions. Not only reactions, we can draw even mechanisms also, like how we draw in our laboratories on the board and observation book. The same way we can draw mechanisms also by using these softwares. So the free one, which will be of best academic use and research use, ChemSketch. So it is also a little bit more simplified software. It might be easier even than ChemDraw. So you can download that ChemSketch for your practice. And ChemDraw is also almost similar, but ChemSketch is a bit easy compared to ChemDraw. And the look wise, ChemSketch will be very good. So you can see, I will open this also, ChemSketch, for your this one. See here itself, it will show free version. So this is how ChemDraw will look like. So here you will find various groups, including rings, different types of rings, everything. If you won't find any sort of group or rings here, you can click on this icon. You will get various types of substitutions, various types of rings, including amino acids, protecting groups that you will use during synthesis of amino acids or some peptide synthesis. So at that time, you will use this type of things. During parallel synthesis, like that, some advanced techniques are there in drug discovery. So at that time, we are going to use this type of protecting groups. These are open chain substitutions. These are cyclic substitutions. These are various functional groups substitutions. And these are others like electron withdrawing groups, electron donating groups, bigger ones. So like this you will find. And here, if you want to incorporate any atom, let me show you just one cycle. So in order to draw a substitution, here you need to select carbon atom. Click on any carbon present on the ring. So automatically you will get like this, CH3. Now if you want to change the CH3 to OH, you are not supposed to take this A, means text you are not supposed to take here. Simply select the element, directly click on CH3. It will change automatically. If you don't find your relevant element here in this list, click here the periodic table icon and you will get all the elements present in that. So now I need barium. Let me take this. Okay. Now I am clicking here. So I will get barium. So like this we can do. Same way here also. For this, go to tools. Here, generate name for the structure. And it is showing some error because this is not possible. So that is the reason this is showing no name for the compound. So like this will give us all the possible cautions, precautions, errors, alerts, everything if there is any sort of error. So ChemSketch, remember this is a freeware. You can able to download from ACD website. If you type in Google, free download of ChemSketch software, it will give you the link. Directly go to that link, download, install, and try to practice drawing chemical structures. And even you can look towards 3D structures also. By drawing normally, you can change these 2D structures into 3D structures. You can go with RS configuration also. Stereoisomers, if it's present, it will give stereoisomers also. So all this information will be present in these softwares. So this is a free version. Anybody can use, anybody can download from anywhere. So remember, if you can't able to get ChemDraw, at least try doing with ChemSketch. Practice much using at least ChemSketch. So we will take a short break. So after 15 minutes, again, we will be having another practical session to draw chemical reactions. In that, we need to draw the arrow mark. Above and below the arrow mark, we need to incorporate in the conditions, reaction conditions. Any reagent you are using, any catalyst you are using, what is the temperature, how much time you need to reflux, whether you need to grind or whether you need to mix at room temperature, stirring at room temperature. So all these things we need to represent in a chemical reaction. So that we will see how to draw chemical reactions. Right now we had completed how to draw chemical structures, coloring the elements, and generating the names, IUPAC names of the compounds. Let's see in the next session. So until then, keep on remembering these things.